Howdy hey people, it's the TheHyperWeeMan here, and in today's Is It Good or Bad, where I like to talk about an open subject in hope for an open discussion, I will be talking about skill-based matchmaking. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing whether it's good or bad, there's good or bad things about skill-based matchmaking, and basically an overall, kind of history about skill-based matchmaking in Destiny alone and generalizing what it is. In the background, you'll be seeing some Crucible highlights, basically like 5-minute gameplays, where I've recorded it off DVR, which goes onto Xbox Clips. That's probably how I'm going to get my gameplay from now on. So that's the reason why videos like this, might take longer to make, because the footage is so hard to capture now. I'm trying to find a way, guys, because I've got like 5 days off college basically now because I've done those things. So yeah, I have like a long ass weekend, so I've got time to try and fix it, prioritize on YouTube. So I'm going to try and fix it as soon as I can. This video should be going out Thursday, and that is about a day after the Iron Banner matchmaking update was added. Basically, they made it so connection is a priority over skill-based matchmaking. So far, I played quite a few hours of it this evening, and yeah, I think it's improved. There's not a lot of red bars anymore. You get like 1 or 2, but that doesn't impact the game that much. It's just how it used to be in like year 1, when there wasn't skill-based matchmaking. So they fixed that. It's good. I think it's good, mainly good. Skill-based. Well, sorry. I think connection is mainly good, and skill-based matchmaking is mainly bad, is what I was meant to say. So I'm glad they're doing that for Iron Banner, and I really hope they spread that across PvP. And I really hope, I know it's not skill-based matchmaking, but I hope they make the connection improve on PvE as well, because with a game that doesn't have dedicated servers like Destiny, it is so important to prioritize connection over skill-based matchmaking. Like, maybe when you have dedicated servers, Bungie, you can then do a little bit of skill-based, but even then, separate that into stuff like trials and the competitive side of Destiny instead of the casual control clash. That's how I think you should do it. Definitely keep clash and control and the casual modes on connection based, but trials are skill based. I mean, for this game alone, connection for now, but if you improve your servers, then you can definitely branch out to those different game modes. But yeah, the Iron Banner connection is really good. It's improved a lot. I hope they implement that in other things. So they've done a good job on that. Leading on to the good things about skill-based matchmaking, which is not a lot actually. It's only 1 or 2 things. And one of them is that you can compete against people your own skill level. Now this is obvious because it's called skill-based matchmaking. This will match up skill-based, on your skill to you. Basically, if they have the same skill, KD, stats, they'll try and match them up. And then it means it's a fair fight. It means somebody else really, really good at PvP could not go up against a guy with 0.5 KD, making them have a bad experience. Is why they're doing skill-based matchmaking. It makes it a fair playing field to everyone. So that's why skill-based matchmaking is implemented. Which in Destiny, I don't think it should be there because of the connection, no dedicated servers. But that's the good thing about it. You can get better by going up against people your level. But that's really about it. I can't think of anything else that's really good about skill-based matchmaking. You can see where this is heading, guys. It's a very biased episode. The bad things, if I can remember every single point, one of them is connection. This is so goddamn obvious. The skill-based matchmaking means that if you and someone in Australia have the exact same stats, it's going to connect you with that. Well, I'm in the UK. That's quite bad for me to be connected with someone in Australia. And then the ping is at least 500 milliseconds between you and them. It's not a good time. Especially, as I've said many times in this video, Bungie really can't do skill-based matchmaking right now with the current state the servers are in. Not saying they're bad, but they're not dedicated. As a big game such as Destiny, which relies on, first-person shooters, it really needs to stay connection-based until they can improve their servers. We've seen it on videos, it's kind of obvious, they just need to stick with connection-based until they figure out how to make better servers, or at least dedicated servers. Another bad thing about skill-based matchmaking is that it's not really fun for the casual player, and even hardcore players at times. Why? Because you're always going to be put with people that are better than you, or at least on your level. And if you want to chill out and have a relaxed game of Crucible on like Clash of Control, and you're always getting put up against people your level, say if you're like me who has like a 1.45 KD on average on first person shooters, like if I'm always getting put up against people like 1.4 or 5, and that's not fun for me because everyone's like sweating. I know I like to sweat, but everyone's doing it. I need at least 1 or 2 people that aren't on my level to have a little bit of fun, you know? You need to mix it up. You can't just have competitive skill level like all the time. It's basically like the public game. Like say if it was Call of Duty, it's like pubs, right? Like the public game. It's like always playing competitive COD on pubs. Like go on public games and you always feel like you're playing competitive COD. Like that's not how it should be on Destiny or any first-person shooter, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think it should be connection-based instead of skill-based, because that's really the way to go. Like I'd much rather have a stable connection than somebody on my level in a way. Like I want to prioritize over connection. That's just my opinion, though. Obviously, this is what this is about. Like, it's just, I really want them to prioritise connection, and that's what they're doing with my banner, and I hope them to do in the future. But that's another thing about, you know, a bad thing about skill-based matchmaking. And that's really it, guys. I'm trying to think of another thing for the good, because I've only put 1 good point and then 2 bad points about skill-based matchmaking. I just can't really think of it. Like, in my opinion, skill-based matchmaking just ruins the flow of a game. It really just makes it a chore in my eyes. Like, the only good thing about skill-based matchmaking is the fact that you're going up against people your level and you want to get better. This is really only like 1% of the audience of like first-person shooters that want to be competitive, you know? Like, you don't always want to be competitive like every single match. But then the bad thing about skill-based matchmaking is that there's no decent connection. Like, we want a connection, Bungie. Like, these are the 3 points I wanted to point out. Like, we want a decent connection. We don't really want to go up against sweats and tryhards every single game that are on our same level. And we just want to have a stable connection overall. Most of the community just want a stable game and to want to go up against, like, equal people. The main point I'm trying to get at here is that I think most of the community by now, over all the comments I've seen on forums, is that we want stability. Like, we want a stable connection. We don't really want to go up against, you know, people our same level, or, you know, we don't really want to be lagging all over the place. Like, you know, the conclusion to this is that Destiny as a game without dedicated servers just needs the same connection base for now. Further down the line, Destiny 2 maybe, put in a competitive league play kind of thing like COD does, put dedicated on that. You know, you can put skill based on that, that's fine, just not in a casual game like Destiny. Like, Destiny's very casual right now in the Crucible because, you know, the meta is not the best, and not a lot of people are trying in the Crucible right now, and if you're just lagging, it's not even fun. So, definitely make the stability, like, this is what I think Bungie should do in my eyes about the skill base, right? They should make the connection have decent servers or dedicated, right? So everyone can play fine. Then what they should do is they should implement some competitive modes and then put skill based if they feel like the connection is that stable enough to support the player and the connection, right? If not, then Destiny 2 is fine. But for now, just focus on connection because everyone wants to have a stable connection while playing Crucible, so it's a fair game. And I think I've repeated myself many times, and you guys get the point. The conclusion of this video, I think skill-based matchmaking is bad compared to good. I just don't think it's necessary unless you're doing a competitive mode. Apart from that, that's about it really. That's about it, guys. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you all stay tuned and stay hyper. Okay guys? Goodbye for now.